Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying the new Kosas Revealer Foundation. So I use the Kosas Revealer Concealer all the time. It's one of my favorites. This is already my second bottle of it. And I really love the Kosas setting powder. So when they announced this, I was really excited and I can't wait to try it. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I am a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a soft spot for indie makeup and colorful makeup. And I have new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. So I just got this last night. It was supposed to be here, the post office said, by like 3 o'clock yesterday or something. It came at like 8 p.m. last night. I was hoping it would come yesterday morning so I could film yesterday. But I got the shade Light Medium Neutral Olive 210. I'm a medium olive. On the lighter side right now. Definitely in the summer I am on the darker side of medium, so I will probably need a darker shade come June. So this retails for $42. It's available on the Kosas website or Sephora. I ordered it from Kosas directly because I had a coupon code, and this says it's the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation with SPF 25, and then on the side it says a clean skin improving medium coverage foundation. Powerhouse treatment plus SPF to reveal your most vibrant skin without feeling makeup-y. It's supposed to visibly pump, smooth, protect, brighten, hydrate, and make you look and feel alive. And then it's got hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalene, vitamin B, arnica, caffeine. So it's got a bunch of skincare ingredients in it, which seems to be the trend lately is skincare foundations and skin tints and stuff like that. So which I'm on board for. So I like a light medium coverage. So I have shade 06 in the concealer. It's a little brightening right now, it's not quite a skin tone match, it's a little brightening for me now. In the summer it's very brightening. And then I got shade 210 in the foundation, and you can see it's the same packaging. This is supposed to be an olive, but this is clearly a little more olive. It is in frosted glass, so it looks a little different than it might in person. I'm not sure yet, but you can see there's a little bit of a difference. This actually looks a little darker, but this might darken as it dries. I have seen a couple of people mention that. That's not necessarily oxidation. Oxidation is it reacting to your skin and changing over time and like becoming more orange or something. A lot of foundations, most get a little darker as they dry. It's the same thing paint does. So paint, when it's wet, is reflecting more light and looking a little different, and that's why when you're doing paint swatches, you let it dry completely to see what the color will be, because wet paint is reflecting light differently than dry paint, so it's gonna look different. So foundation's the same. So it says shake well, and it's got all of the information on the bottle as well. I do like that it matches, it's very cute. So I'm gonna try this and do a wear test today, so I have to leave. It's 11:30 right now, 11:20 something. And I will probably be home around 6 o'clock tonight, and then I can wear it for a little bit longer. So I'll see how long of a wear test I can do, but I will definitely be doing a wear test. So the lid pops off, a little pump. So I am gonna also try out my new Lunar Beauty foundation brush. So if you are new here, I am doing a giveaway for the Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2 palette. I did the mystery boxes that they just did. Those videos are up, and in the one where I try everything from the mystery boxes, I have a giveaway for the new palette, or for that palette, I should say. But I haven't tried this brush yet, so it feels really soft. I'm not gonna try it with a sponge. I don't ever use a sponge, so I'm gonna do this the way I would, which is either fingers or brush. So I'm gonna take one pump, and you can see it's definitely a runny foundation, which I like. And it looks like a okay match against my hand. My hand's about the same as my face right now. My body's darker than my hand or my face. And I'm just gonna do what I normally do, is put a little bit in the middle of my face and blend it out. So this looks very yellow olive. So that's probably about half a pump's worth. And then I'm just gonna brush it out. I will say the lighting's weird today. I'm in front of my windows, but they definitely make me look more pale than I am. Like if I go over here to our balcony and open the door and film, you can clearly see I get like a couple shades darker. I think there's like a blueness to the window, so it just doesn't represent color well. Like even if I hold this napkin up, the color balance fixes and I start to look a little bit more like myself. It was funny filming the unboxing. Every time I held the box up, the color balance would shift because of the white on the box, and it would all of a sudden be way darker. So this looks nice so far. Covering the redness around the center of my face, which is my problem, nicely. I don't put foundation on my forehead. I blend because I have lines that'll just crease. So I tend to just get something to cover here, and then maybe a little bit down here. Like today I have a lot of redness from shaving. Today's not the best skin day. And then I just want to cover up that and blend it into my forehead and the rest of my body. So the brush feels very nice as well. So this looks like it might be a little more yellow than I am, a little less olive and a little more yellow, but it's not a bad match. The new Nars foundation is the same, but once it's on, it looks like my skin. Okay, so that looks really nice. I'd say it's a little dewy. And this is definitely more of a light coverage to light medium. Definitely build it up a little bit. Like you can still see my skin through, which is what I want. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a mask or a bunch of makeup. Okay, so I'm liking the way this is looking. It looks very, like I just moisturized is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go off camera to do the rest of my makeup just because time, and be back, show you what it looks like with my makeup all done, and then I will check in later today, maybe when I get home from school and I've worn a mask all day, and then before I take it off before bed. So be right back. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is done now. I will have all of the details in the description box. Wanted something soft and pretty, so I did my PAT McGRATH Subliminal palette. But the makeup looks really nice. I already had to put a mask on briefly because maintenance came. So it's already had a mask on for 5 minutes, but it still looks really nice. There's a little bit, like you can see the foundation a little bit right here on my nose. Not on this side, just on this side. But the rest of my skin looks great. And now that it's like set, I would say it's a really good skin tone match. Like my forehead, my face, my neck, my hand, everything looks the same. So far so good. It just looks like skin, covered up my redness really well. Yeah, there's a little bit peeking through and some freckles, but I also did a fairly light layer because that's what I like. So I will keep wearing this. It's now almost noon, so I will wear this. I will check in. I will try to check in when I get home from work, and then I will check in before I wash this off at the end of the day. So I should be able to get a good 8-9 hours in at least. So I will see you all later. So I just wanted to film a quick check-in. It's been about 3 hours and I wore a mask for a bit when taking the train to campus. So I'm at work now outside, but this is the foundation outside away from my windows. I would say it looks really great. It looks just like I'm wearing nothing. Like zero difference between my forehead and the rest of my face. You can see a little, maybe a little of the redness, but I didn't put very much there. So yeah, looks really good. So far, really happy with this. Okay, so I'm back and it is now 9:02 p.m. So it has been 9.5 hours since I put the foundation on, and it's not quite bedtime, but I really want to wash my face and switch into a t-shirt because I'm hot, I'm tired, and I've had a very long day. It's one of those afternoons where everything goes wrong. But the foundation looks great. So it rubbed off a little bit right here, but that's because I had a cheeseburger for dinner and I got some stuff on it and had to wipe it off. But it still looks really good. I would say in person, it looks a little less This is reflecting some of the light from my lights because it's 9 o'clock at night. In person, it looks very skin-like. Like it looks like I'm not wearing anything at all. I would say if I was gonna compare this to anything, especially the Nars, because they're a similar price point. This is a little cheaper. This is 42, the Nars is like 48 or 49. But they're both that like medium coverage, skin-like, skincare hybrid. This is a little less glowy than the Nars. So if you have oily skin and you are like worried that would be a little too shiny, then I would definitely recommend this. It's kind of a similar like skin-like finish to the Fenty Skin Tint, the Ease Drops, but better. I like this a lot more. Plus it's an actual olive, so the undertone matches better. The Fenty I have to use a neutral and it works, but it's, especially in the summer, but it's not perfect. I feel like I like especially olive right now, like the lighting and the blue sweater. I wore my cow sweater today. It's fuzzy like carpet. I feel like I look especially olive tonight. But I would say, I mean, it looks like skin. There's no product here. And it looks like the same everywhere. It looks the same. Like this doesn't look oilier than this. This doesn't look shinier than my forehead. I haven't powdered or touched up anything. I did notice a little bit of clinging to some of my pores on my nose right here. Not on this side, but right here. That I've seen with other foundations sometimes, so it might have just been like my skin was a little dry. I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer today, so I'll try it with some other primers and whatnot, but like, I think it looks great. I did wear a mask for 1, 2, 3, probably 4 or 5 hours of the night, probably about 5 hours of the 9.5, and still looks great. Didn't rub off on my nose really. Like you can still see it looks pretty evened out. It didn't rub off here, so it definitely lasts really well. I mean, I did set it. I used the Kosas setting powder and then Urban Decay setting spray. But I think it looks great. I have 0 complaints. And this could be just I needed more moisturizer or a slightly different primer or more primer or something, I don't know. So I will give an update at the beginning of March when I do my review roundup of everything from February. But so far, I would say this is a really great product. I'm really happy I grabbed it. I really like Kosas. I mean, I've only tried now the 3 products, but I really like them. They're really nice people too. I've talked to them on Instagram a lot and stuff. So I'm really happy I got this. I can't wait to keep using this. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've picked this up or you're interested, I'm really happy. So I think I'm good on foundations for a while though, because now I still have the Fenty. It's almost gone though. I have the new Salt Sneaky Balm for days where I really want to look like I'm wearing nothing. And also don't mind that it doesn't last all day. And then I've got PAT, Nars, and this. So I went from 1 foundation and 1 skin tint to 2 skin tints and 3 foundations. So I think I'm good for a while. I'll also say I think it worked really well with the Kosas concealer, which is what I would expect. Products like the concealer and the powder should all work very well together, but I think they blended seamlessly and really stayed put together. So that's another perk. If you already love the concealer and use the powder and the concealer, this definitely works well with those. So highly, highly recommend if you're in the market for a foundation. I don't think you need to buy it if you don't need a new foundation, obviously. I don't think you should buy things just to buy things. But if you're in the market for a new foundation, especially if you're an olive, check this out, because a good olive foundation is hard to find. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.